Hello everyone, today I want to introduce an application that we call it Fiber Cooper. Now everybody knows that AI application is more and more important, and right now we use a lot of optical fiber to link all of the AI components. So we also call it CPO applications that we will need more and more fiber coopers in the future. And now the fiber is very thickness, so we have to make sure a lot of about the fiber's qualities, because if the fiber's quality is good, that when we copper it, it will be better of the link. So that we have to make sure about the quality of the fiber. So we will inspect before we copper it, and we will also inspect it after copper it. We want to know the quality of the fiber copper. And for the fiber copper, sometimes the customer will use the very high magnification. Right now, maybe some of the alignment requests, they will use the magnification from 2x to 5x. And for the quality inspection, sometimes they will use the magnification from 20x to 50x. So that they will use the tube lens and APO lenses with the camera to inspect it. And for the camera, right now we have two types of the systems. The first type is very useful to see it, and especially with the alignment inspection. In that case, customer will use the 12 megapixel camera or 25 megapixel camera with a C mount, and use the tube lens and APO lenses with 2x to 5x to inspect with the alignment. Sometimes they will also use the 5x to inspect with the fiber. But as Oscar knows, some of the customers right now, they are trying to use the big field of view, big sensor camera for 65 megapixel camera or more than 100 megapixel camera to inspect with the fiber, because they want to inspect more fiber in one time. Okay, so that they will also use the big sensor camera, and with the big sensor camera, they will use the big tube lens and support with the big image circles APO lenses. So today we want to use the application from Huipu Guangxue and introduce the application with you. And later I will share more information with you about this application. Huipu Guangxue is who make the autofocus systems. And for the fiber coopers, sometimes because the fiber have the different working distance, so they will need to use the autofocus system to inspect with the fiber. And here you can see it. This is an application by Huipu Guangxue. They use the 12 megapixel camera and a 25 megapixel camera to inspect with the fiber. And this is the application is with maybe 5x, and they are inspecting with the fiber. And you can see the pictures is very clearly with the high magnification optical system with the product. And if they use the autofocus camera, they can get the better shape with the image, because they can make the autofocus to combine with the different DOF for full DOF picture. So you can see it's more clearly with the edge for the shot. And with this image, I also want to introduce to you, now in Taiwan, for some of makers, they want to inspect more fiber in one time. So they will use the camera bigger than 100 megapixel and with the magnification for 50x and with the big tube lens. So in that case, now I think in the future, more and more application will use the big image circle tube lens, which can support with big image circle APO lenses, because they have to use the big sensor camera and use the optical system what can support with the big sensor camera. And in the future, more important is the light box, because they need the high power illumination to support with the system, so that the traditional LED lighting is not good enough for this expansion. And I think it will be more and more important in the future, because we need more and more fiber coopers in the future in the process. So we will need more and more optical system and the machine vision system with this type of inspection. So this is today's what I want to introduce to you. And if you have any news, any information what can discuss with Oscar, please feel free to contact with us, and we can make an online meeting to exchange our idea together.